Hey, how you doing? To my back in the video, and today I'm talking about why Anthony Davis will not be leaving the Pelicans. Now, there have been tons and tons of report going around that Anthony Davis will be leaving the New Orleans Pelicans for the Lakers, like other teams, the Celtics, that he's going to get traded in the requested trade, and all that good stuff. And I mean, as a Pelicans fan, I might be a little bit biased to the situation, but I mean, I'm be giving some reasons I really do think will stand tall to why he will not either request a trade or leave the Pelicans when he is a free agent in a couple years. So without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason is going to be that he wants to win MVP. Now, y'all might be like, well, what does him being in New Orleans have anything to do with him winning MVP? Well, I mean, just like, if he stays with the Pels, then he'll be able to put up huge numbers, carry the team. When he wins, all the credit is going to be going to him. Like, he is going to be able to put astronomical numbers like he is right now, show that he's one of the most dominating players in the entire league with the numbers that he's putting up. And I mean, he'll be having a much bigger chance of winning MVP than, say, he went to somewhere like the Lakers or the Celtics, where they have so much star talent. His numbers are going to go down. He's going to look like he's dominating the game even less. So, I mean, if he does go to a team that has a lot of stars on it, then his chances of winning MVP go much, much further down. And we know winning MVP means a whole lot to him, as he said in an interview that he wants to show that he's the best player in the league. And in order to show you're the best player in the league, you usually have to win an MVP trophy or something like of that nature. And I mean, he probably won't be winning a championship anytime soon. So an MVP would be the next best thing to like show that, yes, I'm the best player in the league. And he does believe he's the best player in the league, but he needs to go out there and show it. And the Pelicans give him the best chance of doing it, as he'll still be able to win games, but he'll also be able to put up the numbers that you need to win an MVP trophy. But now my second reason is going to be they're actually a pretty good team. Now, a lot of people say a big reason why he wants to leave the Pelicans is because they're a bad team. They can't win. Their team's just bad. They don't have a good supporting cast around them, yada, yada, yada. That's why I think AD would want to request a trade. And yes, they started off 4-0, and yes, I mean, they've lost 5 straight. I know, like, they're now 4-5, but Anthony Davis was injured 3 out of those 5 games, and then also their starting point guard, Elfrid Payton, was also injured for all 5 of them, and a huge piece of their bench, and Darius Miller, was also injured. So it's not like they were fully healthy just losing games. No, they had literally one of the best players in the league. Anthony Davis was injured. Elfrid Payton, a huge piece of that starting lineup, was injured for all but one of those games, and Darius Miller has been injured since the beginning of the year, and he is a huge piece of their bench. I think he's their 7th man off the bench, and he's just a huge piece to that team. So, I mean, if the Pelicans were losing games without him, like, that fully healthy with all but Anthony Davis, then yeah, I can see why he'd want to leave. But it's not like the Pelicans are a bad team. When they're healthy, they can definitely win games. Now, they probably couldn't beat the teams like Warriors, Houston, and all that, but they could definitely beat like mediocre teams and without Anthony Davis on it. So when you can win without your best player, that is a very big piece to a team, and shows Anthony Davis, alright, maybe they're not as bad. So when they're fully healthy, I'm sure that they will be a much better team, and we'll go back to how they were when they started off 4-0 in the season. And I mean, Anthony Davis is not going to have to just completely carry the team like he had to do in previous years. So, I mean, I think that kind of debunks the argument that Anthony Davis wants to leave because they can't win games and they're just very bad. So, I mean, I think that argument isn't very strong for people that try to argue that. But then my third reason is going to be they are only 1 star away from being able to win games. If they're able to get another star, say like Kemba Walker, an all-star level player for sure, one of the best scorers in the league, you pair Kemba Walker with Anthony Davis. Now, it depends on how you get him, as he is a free agent next year, and he's shown that he wants to be very loyal. But I mean, yeah, you never know. I mean, people say they want to be loyal and then they're going to leave. So, I mean, anything's happening. But just for an example, I'm not saying it's going to happen, just for example, say they add Kemba Walker to that team, and now you have a lineup of Kemba Walker, Drew Holiday, E'Twaun Moore, Nikola Mirotic, and Anthony Davis. You now have a top 15 player and a top 3 player in the league, and Anthony Davis is going to be able to make Kemba Walker so much better, because a lot of the attention will still be on Anthony Davis, but also some of the attention will be on Kemba Walker, which would take a lot of attention away from both players, make them play even better than they have been able to. So, I mean, if they add that 1 star with Anthony Davis, and they will be legit final contenders. That's just like how good Anthony Davis is. So 1 star would really go a very long way for this team. But then also, I mean, they're getting better every single year. Now, when Anthony Davis first came to Pelicans, they were a horrible franchise, an awful team, in full-on rebuild mode. But now you look at it all the way to this year and the previous year, they have been a legit very good playoff team. As I mean, just look what they have built around Anthony Davis. They have Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders in the entire league, hands down, a great defensive point guard, and last year was an all-defensive player, and he is a fringe all-star level player as well. And then also you have people like Nikola Mirotic, who has been a great scorer this year for him, averaging 22.4 points per game and 10.9 rebounds per game. He has been playing out of his mind, outstanding, has had multiple 30-plus point games, and has shown that he is there to stay, and he's going to be a very nice player for them. But then also Elfrid Payton, who before the injury was playing the best basketball of his career, averaging 12 points per game, 6 assists per game, and 6 rebounds per game. And I mean, he already had a triple-double. He was really fitting the system that the Pelicans run, high pace, fast pace, moving the ball around, and was playing very, very well, and was showing that he's a great fit for him. Julius Randle, who's also playing some of the best basketball of his career, averaging 17.3 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game, and 2.1 assists per game, not 20 assists per game, and 2.1 assists per game. So the dude is a very, very good player. Julius Randle is really coming into his own and showing that he could, if he started, could be an all-star level player as well. But then not only do they have a very good supporting cast around him, now just look at the bench players, or just like the role players they have. They have Wesley Johnson, E'Twaun Moore, Frank Jackson, Darius Miller, and Tim Frazier. Tim Frazier has been great off the bench. Darius Miller, their 7th man, very good. Frank Jackson, a rookie who's showing some signs of being able to score. E'Twaun Moore is a very good three-point shooter and is very nice to have. Wesley Johnson, a nice 3-and-D player for them to have. And I mean, with all of that combined, you have Nikola Mirotic, fringe all-star level player. Drew Holiday, fringe all-star level player. Anthony Davis, a top 3 player in the league. Julius Randle could possibly be an all-star one day if he started on this team. And then E'Twaun Moore, very good role player, and then the rest of the role players as well. I mean, just look at the team they built. They should be a legitimate playoff contender, and if you did add a star to that lineup, preferably a small forward would be nice, but it doesn't have to be. Just saying as a Pelicans fan. But like, if you add one star to that lineup, they could legit contend for a title. But then my last reason for a video is going to be the Golden State Warriors are about to blow up, and the West will be wide open. No matter what, someone is leaving that roster. Obviously, DeMarcus Cousins is gone. He is leaving. Kevin Durant has been all around the rumors about leaving. Klay Thompson's a free agent, and if he doesn't get paid, he has a chance of leaving. Draymond Green is a free agent in 2 years, and he has potential of leaving. Andre Iguodala is a free agent, and he has a chance of leaving. So there's a big chance that the Golden State Warriors could completely blow up and self-implode on itself, which will then result in the West being wide open for whoever wants to take it. And the New Orleans Pelicans could be a prime team to take that spot in the West. But that's all speculation. So this unfortunately has to move first video. That was a horrible outro. But like I said, unfortunately this is gonna be the first video. So if you did like the video, point the like button and subscribe button. And comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think the Pelicans are going to lose AD? Do you think AD is going to stay with them? On your thoughts in the comments section below. But also I have to thank y'all so much for all the support y'all been showing. Y'all been showing so much support on the channel, and I cannot thank y'all enough for all of the support. I mean, I love y'all so much. We're less than 30 subs? No, we're about 30 subs away from 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank y'all. I just want to kiss y'all in y'all's mouth. That was really weird. I'm sorry. Thank y'all just so much, but I also have to give all praise to God. He's the reason I'm here. He blessed me with all these things around me to be able to make these videos. He blessed me with the motivation to keep making these videos and everything, and I cannot thank y'all enough for everything that y'all have done for me. But also, hope you have a blessed day, because I have a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, 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 blah.